is Scotland's most insane TikToker. Hello, you gorgeous donuts. Today, we're going to be covering a man called Kaz Milligan. Now, many people in Scotland will know this guy, but I don't feel like many people in the UK or abroad will know who this guy is. In this video, we're going to go through all of his TikToks, and I want to play this game with you, okay? By the end of the video, I want you to comment if you think this guy is being serious or he's playing a character, because honestly, I can't tell. So I believe that he first blew up on TikTok because he goes to Starbucks every single day and gets the same order.
I'm at Starbucks every single day and I get the same order every single time. I got a chocolate cream without coffee and without cream on top, just like a chocolate drink. And after years of coming every single day for that, I've just realised they have a white chocolate cream.
Imagine like going to Starbucks every single day. That's when you know you've got money. Like you can turn up and go, just the usual, love. Oh, the power! The power! Like, whenever someone walks in the pub and goes the usual, I'm like, oh my god, he's hot as f. Not in like in a strictly heterosexual way. Now, this man gets like a tremendous amount of hate on TikTok, and I believe it's because I think he's a little bit of like a bullshitter.
£5 haircut done. What do you think? Is it worth the 5k? And tomorrow I'm heading to Paris for my 40 grand holiday.
Sorry. That haircut cost £5 my arse. £5 for a skin fade, for a short back and sides, please, Mr. Barber. Just a little off the top as well, if you don't mind. £5. What? God, I hope that barber takes clear pay, because Christ, that's like a mortgage. And you've got to get it redone in like 2 weeks or another month. Also, you're spending £40 on a holiday to Paris. Like, if Paris cost £40 to get there, I'd just swim. £40? Nah, can't be that far, can it? Not if I do breaststroke.
People keep saying, Kaz, you're ducking me. You're just in a massive queue of other people that's wanting clout. I'm too busy doing goat things.
My king! That's right! What? Why would they be ducking him? Ducking him from what? And what does goat things mean? Like, what, eating grass? Is that what a goat does? I don't even know. Like, this man, I can't tell if he's played a character or if he just has the biggest ego I've ever seen in my life. How many followers does this guy have? So he's got 121,000 followers and 2.7 million likes. Okay, I thought this man would have like 15 million followers the way he goes on.
Right, one of you guys is going to be a lucky winner to spend 24 hours with Kaz Milligan. I know, how lucky.
It was my favourite when influencers refer to themselves in like the third person. I feel like that's when you get over 100,000 followers, you get like the third person card where you're like, you're basically free to use it. Also, we get to spend the day with him. Yes! Where do I sign up?
Take you on a shopping trip, all expenses paid. I'm going to treat you. I'm also going to take you on a night out with me and my team. I'm talking VIP section, bottles, the whole lot. I can guarantee you I will give you the best night of your life.
I can't tell if it's a joke. I'm going to give you the best night of your life, eh? You're gonna have a bottle of syrup every single hour. Not an hour without a bottle of syrup.
All you need to do is stitch this TikTok with your name, your age, location, and exactly why I should pick you to be the person to spend the 24 hours with Kaz Milligan and my team. All of this is going to be filmed for YouTube as well.
Okay, wait. I'm gonna do this right now, guys. Okay, Kirkham. 20, I don't even know how old I am. And why? Because I really like putting bottle of vodkas on my Snapchat story.
No way I'm in Rome, bro. Haters just do not want to believe anything. Here I am at the Colosseum, where gladiators, real men, a bit like myself, came here to fight. But I'm assuming if I was here back in these days, people would still be running just like Ravy Davy and Mark. But here we are in the Colosseum, man. Look how beautiful it is. Look at everybody, all those NPCs.
What do you mean NPCs? You're there too. So by your logic, you're an NPC as well. Also, imagine if you were a gladiator and this guy walked in. You'd be like laughing. You'd be like clapping your hands. You'd be like, thank you. Finally. An easy challenge. To be fair though, he does have a neck tattoo. So I don't know if that was like the kryptonite of gladiators back in the day. No, not a rose on his neck. What will I do?
I have officially moved out of the Kingdom of Fife. We all know that it's known as the Kingdom of Fife, but from now on, it's referred as the Dom of Fife because the king has left. Look.
He's like Michael Scott off The Office or David Brent off the UK one. I normally have a really good radar for telling if people are rage baiting, and some of them, I think he is rage baiting, and some of them, I have no idea.
I've spent £10,000 on this holiday, and I'm going to show you what a £500 lunch looks like. So, we just got some room service to the private pool apartment.
500 quid. 500 quid. It looks like a buffet in a social club, man. 500 quid. What's for some triangle sandwiches and a bottle of Prime? You've been absolutely stitched there, fella. Absolutely stitched. What, did the tuna sacrifice its own body for that meal? How's that 500 quid? It's got a bloody cocktail stick in it, for Christ's sake.
And we got a club sandwich that comes with fries, but we got extra fries, a chocolate milkshake, and of course, a bottle of Prime. Taste test for the club sandwich. This is a £500 sandwich.
You know that people are so angry watching this because it's got like a third of the interaction on this video is just comments. The first sign that someone's got no money is that they talk about money all the time. Yeah, that is actually true, to be fair. That is like a running theme that you see on TikTok. Like people that gloat their own money and like show off these cars that they drive. They probably like have less money than you. If you actually have that money, you don't need to, I feel like you don't need to flex it. Like you're just comfortable that you've got it and you're just enjoying it. Unless you're insecure, to be fair, then maybe that's like a counter argument to that.
Kaz, why don't you just enjoy your holiday? Put your phone away, you're always filming. Listen, when you're a content creator and you've registered yourself as a...
Do people say that to him? I feel like no one's probably ever said that to him in his life.
You then obviously have to pay tax. Now when you're paying tax, you need expenses, so you could then write it off and deduct it from tax because those expenses are helping you build your business. So when you see content creators film themselves buying stuff, it's so they can use that as a receipt to showcase that it's helped their content creation, which is their business, and then they can deduct that from their tax. Therefore, when you see creators go on holiday, they need to film themselves all the time because it acts as a receipt. That's another reason I'm...
That's not actually strictly true, Mr. Kaz Milligan. The sole purpose of you going on the holiday needs to be for business purposes, for to clear the expense on your tax. You can't it can't just aid it. Like, you can't just go on holiday, film it, and then put it as an expense. The sole purpose of you going has to be for work. So you've kind of exposed yourself to HMRC here.
We are now outside STV, and STV, if you're watching this, yeah, wagwan, cuz I've just came from BBC, and I'm offering you a Kaz Milligan reality show. Now BBC has got the same offer, and they're going to email me or contact me ASAP, so you need to be quick. And I'm not being funny, but your build is nuts. What's up?
This guy, he just doesn't look like a guy that would say wagwan, cuz. Maybe he does. I don't know what like qualifies you to say them words, but I just wouldn't suspect he would say. Does anyone in Scotland say wagwan? Do they? I didn't know that had like reached there yet. I didn't realise that was like a Scottish saying. Also, I love that he's like offering STV, like the Scottish TV network, a chance to work with them. That's so generous of him. That is so nice, bless him. Not many people get the opportunity to do this with Kaz. What a guy. A man of the people, you could say. He also does it with like his YouTube channel as well. Like some of his thumbnails just don't correlate to the actual video. Like this was the thumbnail of his I built my dream gaming room. Like that looks unbelievable. One of the best gaming rooms I've ever seen. Then when you click on the video, it looks like this. And then this is it in the actual video, which is, it's still a good setup. Like it's still a neat, tidy setup, but it's just nothing like the thumbnail. It's like everything he does, he just bullshit. He just does not give a fuck. Even like his house, like welcome to my £500,000 house tour. Like I clicked on this being like, oh, like I wonder if this guy actually has loads of money. And like, it's a nice house. Right? It's like a lovely house, but it's not £500,000. I think it's like a terraced house. It's similar to what I live in, and I know that mine is nowhere near £500,000. I think he's definitely one of these guys that kind of fakes it until he makes it. He's kind of trying to embody what he wants to become, but he's like, social status hasn't caught up with that yet. He actually done a video with Vogue called 20 Questions with Kaz Milligan, Vogue, and he's got Vogue in the thumbnail, so obviously you know it's with Vogue. It's just one of the funniest videos I've ever seen.
When did you start chasing your dream?
I started chasing my dream when I was 21. I'd say 21. But I was like, I knew I was always going to chase my dream, if that makes sense. But when I was 21, that's when I properly started chasing my dream.
This is the next one. What made you start chasing your dream?
What made me start chasing my dream?
It's like, I know he's the one that asked himself these questions. Why is he pretending like he's just heard these for the first time?
Fear of staying broke. It makes me want to chase my dream even more, does that make sense?
What do you mean broke? Your kitchen has an island in it. Also, I believe this is actually like his mom's house or his dad's house, because unless he just has like really old kind of style and has a girlfriend called Claire. I don't know.
So I've been keeping a secret from pretty much everyone on the internet, and I've been keeping it a secret because I know how the internet is. I know how nasty the internet can be. I don't want to keep this a secret for any longer. She's too beautiful. I love her to bits, and I don't know how else to say it, so I'm just going to come out and say it. I have a daughter. I have a beautiful, beautiful daughter, and yeah, I just wanted to basically hop on and say that, break the ice before
Oh. See, he actually does have a heart, bless him. Bless him. What a king.
I'm going to actually show her for the first time on my Twitch stream tomorrow night. Monday at 6 PM, I'm going to be live on Twitch and I'm going to reveal my beautiful daughter.
This is such an influencer thing to do. I've got a daughter. If you want to see her, you have to subscribe to my Twitch channel, guys. Monday, 6 PM. Get the subs in the chats. Look at the child. W's everyone for the child. Why would you use your child as a CTA to go to your Twitch stream? This reminds us of Logan Paul, like when literally his girlfriend had like pushed the baby out, he put like a lunchly next to her and then took a photo of it. I need a product, right? So then when my girlfriend has a baby, I've got something that I can put in front of the baby's face. Like, oh my god, look how cute this is. So I tried to find the clip from his stream where he revealed his daughter just to see if it actually was real, and I found this.
I'm going to turn around right now and reveal my daughter. If you've been watching my Twitch stream, you've already seen. Everybody meet Tinkerbell. Hey, you dinky.
See, that's not even like clickbait, that's just wrong. Like, why did you pretend to have a child and then you've like just clickbaited as you... So, you know, you've got to kind of respect just how little dignity some people have. They're like, I don't care. It's like the boy who cried wolf, though. If you do this so many times, like, eventually people are just going to stop caring. I do feel sorry for him because the comments are just awful. You're honestly the biggest goon I've ever came across on this app. Grow up, man. Pathetic excuse of a boy. People are just so brutal to this guy. He also did a video that all of us were waiting for called 10 Things That Kaz Milligan Can't Live Without. Me and the boys have been waiting for this one to drop.
The one thing I cannot live without is this beard brush. This beard brush keeps me looking top notch, mate. Everybody knows I've got the best beard on the internet. Look, everybody knows I'm at the barber's every 3 days. Quick skin fade, quick line up the beard.
Wait, he's at the barber's every 3 days? They charge him $5 grand every time? So if you go to the barber's 10 times a month, right? By your maths, that's £50,000 a month just at the f***ing barbers. Christ, I need to be a barber. Is that what they're earning? That is wild. Scottish barbers. That's what you want to be when you're older.
Everybody grows up with dreams. They're wanting certain cars, they're wanting certain mansions, they're wanting certain watches, all the materialistic stuff. And I know the materialistic stuff does not mean everything, it's not the be all and end all, but why are you going to let go of your dreams? You've got to make that kid happy inside, man.
God, I feel like I could like skin a bear right now. I'm feeling so fired up. I'm feeling so motivated. I feel like I could just go and kick a granny down a flight of stairs. I just feel like anything's possible right now. Running through me veins. Does anyone else feel that, guys? The motivation. Oh. Talking about motivation, Kaz actually has put out a few motivational videos to his audience to inspire them to be better people.
It just confuses me how people still have so much hatred inside of them to hate on anybody trying to actually achieve their dreams. Allow people to chase their dreams. Anybody that's chasing your dreams, please do not give up.
I will I love that he's done like an edit of himself. You know when you see like motivational posts, it's usually like a clips page or something. I love that he's just went, I'll just clip these up together. Should I do a little voice? Yeah, I'll just do a little voiceover, that'll work. They'll love it. It's videos like this where I don't think he's playing a character, because this seems deadly serious. Like, this seems from his heart that he's saying this sort of stuff. And I know that, like, obviously with him being a creator from Scotland, it's very similar to Newcastle where you're like way in the north. You get a lot of hate for like starting this type of thing because it is a little bit different, and I can see that he goes through a lot of this. So this is why so far this video, I don't believe he's a character. I believe everything he does is 100% because he believes in it. We'll need to see by the end of the video if my opinion changes though. Like, he's even got a documentary.
Oh my god, what do you do for a living with a car like that?
I say chocolate for a living, but listen, if you want to see my whole story, tune into my new documentary dropping Wednesday the 1st of February on my YouTube channel. I'm Kaz Milligan.
Milligan, and
So,
this.
I don't want to be too cruel here, because I think he is really grinding and trying to get his name out there. But I think, you know, like putting out motivational posts, like teaching people how to, you know, be big on social media, making your own documentary. I feel like you do all of these things once you've like achieved the success. Do you know what I mean? Like Michael Jordan doesn't make a documentary like before he's even got into the NBA. He did it like afterwards. I feel like you actually have to accomplish things first before you like talk about what you've done. That's just me. That's just my opinion.
Right, I want to start this documentary off by my childhood and my upbringing, because I feel like my upbringing and my childhood has created the man I am today.
Yeah, that's usually how it works. You know, the stuff that happens in your childhood shapes who you are. That is, I think we all kind of experience that, Kaz. Thanks for that. Also, why is he dressed like, do you know when they get like a victim on the news and they like change their voice and like hide their identity? Why is he dressed like this? Why is he in complete darkness? He looks like he's in Azkaban right now, dressed like a Death Eater.
Whole school experience, it drove me to want to show the kids now that they can achieve anything they put their mind to. I don't want another pupil grown up in school being taught that they need to be average or even below average sometimes. I want the kids that have got a dream to hold on to it.
You see, like, stuff like this, it's actually quite wholesome and quite nice, and I actually feel like he's probably got like quite a nice heart, this guy, but for some reason there's just huge amounts of cringe surrounding him. I just can't get past the cringe to get to the nice side of him. It's like, that's a really nice thing. Say you want to inspire people, you want to make, you know, like help other people kind of achieve their dreams. That's a really good message to send out, but it's just everything else around it that just destroys that image. It's like he's talking about people not being average. He wants to inspire people to be like above average and better. Now Kaz actually has had a boxing match like every single influencer these days. He fought another Scottish influencer called the Property Boss. Now I don't know anything about this guy, but he looks like, you know, he looks like he's close to his free bus pass, so I don't really know if this was an even fight.
I give him your clout five.
Oh, look at these two, man. Two Ibiza final bosses here, live in the flesh. When I get an Ocean Beach black card. Look at them, man. Now, I didn't watch this fight, but I believe Kaz lost. Like, there's footage of the last round here. I wouldn't even call that average. I'd call that very below average performance there. Also, these two guys aren't the same weight. It's like David and Goliath. Like, look how skinny he is compared to him. Christ almighty. It comes back to the same thing. It's like, I feel like, you know, if you did boxing and, you know, you won like a title in Misfits or something like that, which is like a good achievement for an influencer, then you can tell people, like, inspire people to reach greatness. But is this the greatness that you're inspiring people to do? I know, like, anyone that gets in a boxing ring, you've got to give them respect because it's like a really, really hard thing. But it's just interesting. I think they actually did this as like a pay-per-view thing. Like, I've seen footage, like, people here trying to get the pay-per-view, but like it won't load. He also does freestyles and has actually released a song. He's basically like the Scottish KSI at this point. YouTuber, songs, boxing. We just need him to have his own drink and then he's sorted.
Outfit freestyle part 600, and I've not even got Air Force Ones this time. But what I do have is this. I've got Jordan Freeze and my juggies are anime, vest on and my arms are skinny.
Buckle up for this one.
Diamonds are funny. She was like, Kaz, I'ma make it clap for you. Make it clap for you. Why is that? Cause you've got the money. Yeah, you've got the money. Alright. Baby girl, but I've got respect. She was like, I'll go on Lagan. I'll cop some specs. I'm sorry, Bex. I've still no reply to your text. I've been counting my checks.
I can't do this, man. I can't. I tried. I did try. I tried and I failed. I failed miserably. Just like that boxing match. I thought this was going to be a wholesome. This is a tough one, guys. This really is a tough one. It's almost like if somebody was going to build somebody that you could take the piss out of, I feel like they would build this guy in the nicest possible way. One thing that I do think that I would take advice from Kaz on is his fashion sense. Like, he actually does have really good fashion sense. You know what I rate about him? And I really do rate this. How he can just like set his camera up with the music playing, whatever. And he can just keep a straight face when he's doing this. Like that, I genuinely would actually struggle. Like look at the seriousness in that face. That is a man that is going to divide and conquer a country right now.
lot of people have been wondering where I've been, and the truth is I took a
Oh, dressing this powerful just to put a bottle of Ciroc on your Snapchat story. You gotta love it. You gotta rate the effort.
You know the game that I've been playing these past few years, and I do enjoy it, and I'm going to continue doing so. 2025 is going to look 10 times bigger than any other year that I've done, because I'm basically going to do everything at a bigger scale.
Now, I know I've took the piss out of Kaz, but I actually kind of am rooting for his success from what I've seen of him. Like, I actually do want him to get bigger, because I feel like he actually could be quite big if he just, like, knew how to grow. But one thing that does piss us off about him is he talks, like, about what he's gonna do. Like, he says, like, I'm gonna do this, but nothing, he never really does anything. He's like, everyone knows that type of person that always talks about what they're gonna do, and then they just kind of, like, never end up doing it, and you're just like, oh yeah, whatever. He's like the essence of that, unfortunately.
Right, so I've got my brand new Bapesters on with my white Nike socks. I've got my baggy cargos on with my plain black top. You have to pay me for a mention. And this jacket is from the women's collection.
Have you figured out yet? Is this man a character, or is he being serious? Now, this guy receives a lot of hate, and he's actually responded to it a couple of times.
I'm going to be honest, I don't even know if I want to drop this documentary. I'm finally trying to drop some serious content, and everybody's just taking the piss. Chocumentary, documentary. And the thing is, I know this documentary is going to inspire millions. I'm going to inspire the world. But I just feel like nobody's taking this serious.
I can't tell. Am I an idiot? Why is the internet just so confusing these days? What do you mean you're going to inspire millions of the world? Do you actually believe this? Seriously? Am I getting rage baited? I think I am. I think I'm falling for the trap. But like, just from what I've seen of him, I don't know if this guy genuinely believes that he's huge. Because, you know, like, Scotland is very similar to Newcastle in terms of, like, it's like a bubble. So if you're like big in Newcastle, it's almost like you're huge, but only people in Newcastle know who you are. And it's very much like that in Scotland a lot of the time. So I wonder, just because everyone in Scotland, or a lot of people in Scotland know who he is, if he thinks that he's like a huge celebrity, or if he's just taking the and having what on. I just know that this guy is like, as he's like wallpaper on his phone, it's just a selfie of himself. Or it's just this video playing over and over. God, this guy must just clean up on Tinder. Just, oh my God, it must just be like a murder scene. Absolute murder scene. Now, Kaz actually has ventured into selling online courses on how to be such a huge celebrity like himself, which again just plays into the fact that this is actually serious.
Do you want to grow your social media or make money online? If so, listen up.
Me and Kaz have teamed up and released ebook guides on how to grow and make money on social media.
These ebooks are simple but in-depth guides on how to grow on social media and make money. They're for beginners. Do you want to start social media and...
No way. I thought this was all a take. He cannot be charging people. Surely not. Oh my £45. It's like a steal. It's a deal. It's a bundle deal. 45 quid. What are you gonna learn? What are you gonna learn? That is wild. I tell you what, right? If this video gets 4,000 likes, I will buy the bundle deal and I'll review it in a video. Okay? I'll do it. 45 quid out me bank account for use. 4,000 likes. That's a fair transaction. And again, don't like go and send any hate or anything to Kaz. Like, I'm specifically saying that because he's not actually, from what I've seen, harming anyone. I just think it's kind of cringe, and I'm actually rooting for him to grow. However, if you would like to see me react to an even crazier Scottish influencer, click this video right here, because this one genuinely will boggle your mind.
Kirkham, baby!